This Clipse album, I've been saying this the last few episodes, that even before this album came out, I just had this feeling that no matter who else come out and rap this year, this is going to be the best rap album of 2025 to me. Like I've said, J. Cole could come out with his album. Jordan Lucas coming out. J.I.D. coming out. Drake is coming out with Iceman. There ain't going to be another album better than this album. No. Let God sort them out. And I was not disappointed at all, dog. At all.
I agree wholeheartedly. That's like if I can compare this as if God Bless the Dead, if Rico Wade and Outkast put out a album today. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that the Clipse are up there with Outkast as far as just a duo wise. I mean, it's arguably now because his album is a masterpiece. But this is one of those legacy. I think we forget about our legacy acts, and this was a reminder that they still got it.
Right.
Yeah, we gonna go deeper into that during this conversation, but now continue what you were saying.
No, so 13 tracks. Nigga, I remember this is 16 years that last time we heard Clipse together.
Yeah.
With these two. You know, and they set the tone with the intro. And it was more so it was one of them things where it's like, all right, we listened to the first song. And it's coming out nice, it's coming out cool. But we know they're gonna get into this shit. They're gonna get all the nice shit out the way first.
Yeah.
But after that, they go with Chains and Whips. And that right there was like, all right.
Before we get to Chains and Whips, you remember? I don't know if you remember when 616 in LA came out, and everybody was saying this feels like the prayer before you go to war.
Right.
This is like the conversation with yourself. This is that conversation before you go to war. That's what The Birds Don't Sing sounded like to me. It was like, let me get the sentimental things out of the way. The reason why we're doing what we're doing, let's get that out the way. Which was magical because you got John Legend. Who better to get than John Legend for a track like this? Nobody could have done. Like, this was massive. This every song had a purpose. Every person on this album had a purpose. Not only that, but like, I didn't know that Stevie Wonder was on the keys.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
So like, it's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, you can continue. You can go to Chains and Whips with it. I just wanted to put some emphasis on that because I ain't gonna lie. I shed a thug tear on The Birds Don't Sing. We both
and this is the thing. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I listened to that song. It's like, I get it. It was like saying a prayer before you get into what you're finna get into. Because you know it's gonna be some violence. And we knew, and you gotta think about it. 16 years that we last heard these two together. And we know, and we've been No Malice has been behind the cut. We know what Push T's about. We knew. And for those who did not know about his brother, No Malice,
you found out very quickly.
I mean, I'm not gonna compare these two. I'm gonna just keep going with that because I do want to get further into this album. I don't have to go song for song, but just with this album from start to finish, there's not one song that you look and be like, I'm gonna skip that. Haven't found it.
Okay, look. Okay. I know you said we can't go song for song, but Chains and Whips. Hold on. Everybody was excited about Kendrick's verse, which was he did his thing.
He did what he had to do.
But Push's verse, Push's verse,
unbelievable.
Like, this was exquisite drug dealer talk. on a whole other level. And then I find out that he's dissing Jim Jones on this song. This was like, what the fuck? He's talking to this man.
He talking to his soul.
And to be honest with you, on the side note, I'm glad that this is happening, to be honest with you. Because I really believe that they both respect each other as lyricists. But I feel like Alpha's gonna butt heads at any time. But just to see the competitiveness of these two is amazing to watch. I love it. Because I also feel like Jim Jones is a underrated lyricist. But just them two having this back and forth and me listening, I didn't catch that he was talking to the man until I watched the Genius. No, not the Genius. The Tiny Disc.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's when I figured. That's when I found out.
Like, oh, okay. This is what we doing? Okay, cool. But he didn't even have the best verse on that. No Malice had the best verse on mine. This whole album, I feel like No Malice had the best verse on every song.
You can say, and then also too, this the first time in a while I'm like, damn, somebody had a better verse than Kendrick.
Yes,
I can't remember the last time that happened. Yes. Like Kendrick verse was cool, but I'm like, you might be 3 on this one,
man. No bullshit. But that's because when you have a certain level of lyricism and just a special, everything is done with intent. It's not. Yeah. These are not here today, gone tomorrow type verses and records. Every record, even down to the production, which we gotta talk about the production. But even down to the production, everything had intent with it. And you don't get that all the time, especially nowadays.
Yeah. And we go, I mean, we can go song for song. Now I want to talk about almost every song on this album now, because even you go to the next one, POV with Tyler Creator as the feature.
Bro.
And we just heard Tyler's album last year,
but you see how greatness make you even did you hear how
it makes you step up?
Bro. This is ridiculous. Like Tyler even came with it. Like let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. This was magical, bro. So be it is so be it. I love So Be It. The only thing I didn't like the beat, how they switched the beat, but I see that they brought it back, the original beat.
See,
I didn't like the new.
That's the thing, because I got on Spotify, I have the original song. So when people was talking about how they had like a different version on Apple, I didn't. On Spotify, I had the original song.
Yeah, it was saying So Be It.
The one that everybody. Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't. I just had the main song on there.
Yeah,
that's why I always say that's probably my favorite song. That and All Things Considered, like those are my two.
See, but also
so I didn't.
Hey, Pusha
I didn't even know that happened.
Shots. Pusha was taking shots on this.
Oh, you know he gonna come with it. He gonna come with it.
He took a shot that I ain't think he was gonna take.
Oh, with who? Let the people know that didn't listen to it. Because you got people that ain't know the album. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about for the book.
That's wild. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You know he the boogeyman though. He won the boogeyman.
But see, okay, I'm gonna keep it a band, which I told niggas, like I've been telling people in general, like, and not even with the shot. I'm not talking about the shot. I'm just talking about in general. Leave certain people alone. Let them be. Like Kendrick, I think we made a list of just artists that you just like let them do their thing. Don't poke the bear. Just let them do their thing.
Yeah.
Pusha and Malice, I feel like just them as a duo together, it's something different, bro. I don't think we've ever seen nothing like this. As far as a duo, and one day we'll have a conversation of like the top duos. But I don't think we've ever seen nothing like this since Prodigy and Havoc, or shit, Outkast, or shit, even Pimp and Bun. Because I really believe that Pimp and Bun, UGK is Virginia considered the South?
You know what's so funny? I had a conversation with somebody about, I don't want to say it was Virginia, but it was a state, I think North Carolina. Well, like, is that considered the South? I don't consider Virginia the South. I consider that more like the East.
I agree. So I would say they're the East UGK, in my opinion.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. You got two heavy hitters as lyricists. You don't want to, about Outkast.
I could say I could say Outkast, but the only difference is, I can agree. I mean, I can agree because you got the Neptunes, you got the Dungeon Family. So that makes
only
sense.
because you have like an unorthodox combo. You wouldn't like. I think when I heard Clipse on an interview, the pairing between them two and Pharrell's background with Clip's background, it's a different type of combination. Whereas
but I say the same thing with Outkast is the Dungeon Family and them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, if we go down Ace Trumpets, I love Ace Trumpets. Before the album came out, I was playing that nonstop, literally. All things considered is tough. At first, the dream kind of caught me off guard, but it made sense after a couple listens. My favorite song on this album right now, is Mike Tyson Blow to the Face.
I like it.
That Biggie flow was ridiculous.
I like it.
Now, I don't even know what you call this song, EBITDA.
I was trying to figure that out too.
I don't know what that means, but I had to catch on to it. If there was any song on this album, that would be the one I would have left off. Fickle, that shit was ridiculous.
That's hey, Stove God Cooks. I ain't know who you was beforehand, but I know who you are now.
Nah, fuck that. The beat switch.
Yeah.
That
can't go wrong with this, dog.
Dog. Malice. Y'all might need to start putting him in that same conversation with the Andre 3000s and when y'all start talking about artists that are in groups that are in your top 5.
And I think Malice don't get he don't get talked about because he don't have enough solo stuff.
Well, I agree.
And he's
Andre don't either. He got one album.
And it's instrumental.
Well, nah, he The Love Below.
Yeah, you give him that. But I think only because the reason the big difference is that Outkast had more mainstream hits.
Nah, I agree.
You know,
But Akil, it's a lot of when we just start talking about lyricism and things of that nature, bro. He has to be up there in the conversation because I done been both Mason Bethers. Like he said so many things, and I'm still catching on to. You know what I'm saying? Just by listening to the album, like. And I'm not saying it's just because it's in the moment, but Malice has to be up there when it comes to, and so is Push. I feel like Push has solidified himself, but we got to start putting Malice in the conversation of best lyricists in general, like, which I know we're gonna get more into on the Drake topic, but yeah, Malice this whole entire album, he was an MVP. And,
I think
that Let God sort him out chandelier. Oh my god!
I know that now. That's my top 3. That song right there.
Oh
That
my god!
come on, hey, that was the one for me. That one, it's fighting for number 1 for me on this album.
Oh my god!
But here's the thing. We know that we knew before this album dropped, this will be the album that we'll be talking about for the rest of the year in hip hop. Like we knew.
I agree, Akil, but I didn't know it was gonna be like this. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I'm gonna tell you the main reason. This is the main reason. Even when you listen to their interviews, the piece that connected this whole entire thing for real. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
For real. And you tell me if I'm wrong. Pharrell sounded hungry on this album. It's like he had something to prove for some reason.
Right.
Like this nigga sounded like Pharrell from grinding for real. Like this was ridiculous. His production.
Like, but you know that haven't worked with them in almost 20 years.
But it feels like he had something to niggas like that don't use like that was he put his whole body into this album, bro. There's not one bad beat on here.
No, not
one.
It's not. Mm-mm.
And it's all unique.
No,
it don't sound. That's one thing. Timbaland and Pharrell are my favorite producers just because of the fact that they don't recycle shit. No one beat sounds like the other. And every time they do something, it's gonna be unique. You just know it comes from these producers. Bro, Yes. It felt like every song had an intention. I don't think that there was one song on here. I don't think there's more songs, if that makes sense. I feel like they created this specifically for this album, 13 tracks, and that's what it was.
Right. I don't think they had any leftovers. Probably like maybe 3 or 5. Maybe 3 at the most, probably. But I think they... Yeah.
I doubt that.
They left it all. I mean... Because the last time we heard Pharrell in his bag like this, it's been a minute. But at the same time, we knew because Clipse, these are his guys. So he had to come with it. And like you said, it had to be a point to prove. Like people like, hey, let me remind y'all who the hell I am.
Yeah. And like you said, we knew this album was gonna be talked about no matter what. But we have to give them their credit from the rollout to even the interviews that they've been doing to the performance. Like we just watched them on the ESPYs today. It's like it's amazing to see these cats is 48 and 52, bro.
Yeah.
They just sold 90K the first week.
Yep.
Do you know how many little motherfuckers can't do that? 50,
they can't. You're going to have people out there talking, no, 90K. Oh, that's not a lot. Oh, 90K, that's nothing. No, that's something
that's
in this era.
And it's pure. This ain't made up numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
you talking about guys like you said, 48 and 52.
Yeah, they 48 and 52. This should prove. I love this for hip hop in general because number one, this is one of the only albums that's being talked about in the hip hop circle. But also, I think it gives other artists who are older who may be in that same realm the blueprint to getting this. Like, you know, one thing I respect is Nas getting a lot. Raekwon the Chef, Raekwon the Chef. He Slick Rick just dropped the album. I think he got a couple other cats that's about to drop an album. They're creating a blueprint for them to be able to have, which I consider adult contemporary hip hop.
Yeah,
which has been missing within the hip hop genre in general. It seems they always say that hip hop is a young man's game. That's not true.